Alright, I think we're ready to rip. Start some trains. Get rid of this style here, I don't like it. Locked in. He's bringing those plates over there, which it doesn't need many anyway, so see, he's full up, ain't he? What happened there? Block it deleted. Oh, I must have deleted it when I was maybe going to start something the other day. Oh, got to click. Yeah, I was messing around with some of them weird things there. So, we were going to start getting a train station set up here, going around, roundabout set up. We need to do a preliminary layout here though. Keep going with this. Let it go. Oh. We're so lucky. Yeah, thought those might have to move. That's fine. Let's see, let's just take this off to somewhere over here. We know it's going that way eventually, probably. I mean, we don't have a... We really have to have that roundabout right in here. It'd be really cool if it was just centralized right over this. Could we do that? Dude. It's close, but I don't think we could. Yeah, that elevation. Elevation's irrelevant. How close does the grid snap to the center of this thing? Like almost dead center of it? Oh, let's see. Nothing's to say that that rail line can't go around that thing too. But then that throws us right into that. But nothing's to say that it can't offset back and through there. And just have this as a nice central little deal. And it's on grid. That would look pretty sick. Because that doesn't really matter. You can... Yeah, that elevation can come down here. And then that rail line can go off over that way. We'll have tracks going every which way. So if this is unsnap it. Yeah, that's That is on grid. Is it just that far? Oh no, it looks like 1 meter. Yep. Not bad. Mark that. Pick that off for a reference. Start building some trains. In a while. Love them. Only thing is, yeah, I've got some computers there, some there, so not too bad. Okay, is this on grid? But it's gonna be a circle. Oh, so yeah, actually, we'll just do this. Down that 1 meter. And I mean, that's like, and we could make that come out and turn and come this way. And it would come over to this. So let's just click that off right there. Let's see. Let's throw out a couple blueprints here. You know, we're not doing trains right now, so throw those on there and there. Actually, let's put our train back on number seats. Just in case we need to pop one down real quick. Okay, so these. Need to be on grid. One, two, three that way. That'll be our main line. So this'll come down to a stint going this way. We'll build like we had it kind of before. So let's do a site survey again here. See where 3 wide runs us. We just stay straight, that is. We can't do it through here. It'll have to jog back through here a little bit. And we'll have to probably just completely redo the power again. Whatever. Leave it hooked up for now and just build through it. And we'll rebuild around it. Yeah, if I could get this over one more lane would be awesome. It would put it right here behind this. And then it could come up here and then turn in this way. So yeah, step those, well, step the one lane over to the left there. Like this. Yeah, like this. That can be in here like this on the edge. Okay. I think I could probably live with that. And probably about that height to keep it up clean. We'll chop out trees. So yeah, I want to hook on like that then. Desert train blueprint engaged. That bad boy hooked on that. Get it set up here. Nice. Very nice. That'll have a little bit of a reveal. That's cool. Ah. Forgot I had a root beer. My rigid train track is back. Oh, break. Definitely milk break. Just getting back into the Satisfactory. I remember playing it last year. Trains. Y'all like trains? Oh, that train's a lot. Okay, so can we then blueprint auto connect these bad boys? Ooh, we can. Except that's the wrong one. Just like that. Connects it for me. So cool. Alright, we just keep on trucking. Yeah, blueprint auto connects pretty nice. That. Switch. That. Oh, I know another mod that I will probably switch on that. 2, 1, 2, okay. 1 is the auto foundations under rails. That mod where you can lay your rail down and then turn that mod on and look at it, and it'll auto do usually half foundations underneath it to make the perfect curve. That's got to here. And I know I'm just going to have to tear all this out. That and that's feeding that quartz. I mean, I've got crystal oscillators now, so we'll be... Yeah, we've got plenty for now, so if I tear this up and off, that'll be fine. It can survive. And then make that train not do anything again. Just kill these 2 trains, get going on this stuff. Yeah, got to do it. Just got to do it. This guy here, I think. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, we can leave him here for now. Just let him rest for a while. It'll be a placeholder, bud. Whoop. Good. Really, this one just can... all of its stuff on board, it can just be thrown away. Don't care. We're probably gonna tear this stuff down. And then maybe go look at a couple of mods, because I want the rail and her foundations. Well, probably won't need it tonight. But... and then we'll... I don't think I'm gonna get the modular train stations where they're cut in half. They're nice, but I'm leery of having something that's going to break the game. Most of my mods now, even if I didn't have them, curb builder or any of that stuff, I could still play the game. But with that would totally break a rail system if you use modded rails. I think I will still steer clear of them this time. Keep a couple stacks of that. That. We're mass producing this stuff, so I don't care. And this can go away. Feeding. And we'll have to have provisions for, at least that train station. And then those two boxes, basically, what we're looking at. Just flipped it off like it's not ever been hooked to nothing. Flip that off, I might need that. Just start getting rid of stuff. I love being able to do that. It recognizes the things you've zooped. Saves. So much time. Must consume mass quantities. We'll clean up our mess here. Oops. They looked cool at first, but I ain't a fan anymore. Make it all go away. And that we will that's what's actually bringing power. Or no, let's see, this is bringing power in here. Yeah, that was just bringing power from the train station over to that for now, but we will put that back in when we get to that power. Back to that. That, let's see. Oh no, actually that's still hooked up. Good. Or not good. Why is that dead? Oh, because it probably didn't connect back here. Yeah, it didn't connect from this to this. So, that hole there. This is going to go bye-bye. And then this just come in. Really needs to plane in over here. Yeah, we can put it here because these logistics will probably change. This will unhook for sure from this because this is fixing to get deleted. I should have this all powered back up now. Yeah. This is all going to change though. Train station will be lower out front here. If we even make the train station come in right here, I don't know yet. It's all getting ripped out though. Yeah, these. Snip them off right where they're at. Okay. Yeah. Love starting over. Dumb looking shit. Just playing around one day and thought, oh, that looks cool. That looks cheesy, I think. Need to get back to my old style here. Then that way the train and then probably just come in. Probably close. Is it this level? It is, I think. God, that's good. So good. It's so good. Did I intentionally do that? Not really. Oh no, it's not the same level. 1 tray. Still, that's within. Just moving and grooving around the town here. You don't have to go up and down. Yeah, we can chill with that. Keep this on plane. When a train needs to come over here. Yeah. Keep tearing down all of this bit. This didn't like the way it looked, so. He's got just enough room to sit there, yeah. Like a display model. Clean up after myself here. like I said, it's kind of unfortunate, but I just didn't really care for this style. So going back to my old school method. Yep. Okay, get over here. Tell that, no. You don't go. Yep, that, whoa. Whoa. If I didn't make a poop trail somewhere, probably did. I didn't notice it. No. Looks like I just caught it. I did not poop a box. Yeah, I grabbed way too much crap. Get stored up. Yeah, I guess we're good. Well, really, I love the steel. And then all that gets left alone when we come back to it with a new train. Desert style. Low slung. Ride the train. Ish. Gosh. Okay, that's got all that back in place. Ready to lasso again. Glad I got that out of the way. Went underground snap with that. What's this little guy still got on him? Anything cool? Bunch of junk. Bunch of shit. Let's see, let's go hit the awesome sink just to offload. And got one over there, but it can have a bin on it. Got one right here. Is that still making frames? Oh, it completely obliterated the rest of the supplies. Okay, we'll refill it in a minute. That in there. Small stacks of crap. Nobelisks and viewer. Yeah, we were needing nobelisks and rods. What it was. Because the only rods we've got left are these. And that's not cool. And I was trying to think. Where we even have, well, yeah, we've got to free all that over there. That's I should have rods being made over there, I thought. Oh, we'll go look. That and the Nobilis is going to need coal and sulfur, and we've got a sulfur node, and we've got coal out there not being used. Is there another one down here yet? I keep forgetting I've got radar. That's for turbo fuel. That's for coal power plant. Right now, anyway. And then that one's also for the coal. So then, yeah, I think the next nearest viable coal node I had that one is feeding the steel is this one right here. That one and that one. That one's in the cave. Yeah, I really need to get them up there too. At some point. Just looking around here for a minute. Scoping it out. Because we need some coal right now. All I need to do is build some obelisks with. This is all being used for production and power, so we can't touch that. So yeah, at that point, shoot, coal, at that point, the coal and sulfur that we have available on hand is far apart. Well, no, here's this. So I've got this and this. I can bring this up. That's already way up. Or we could set up that's too much infrastructure for right now. All I need to do is just probably just need to gather some enough to hand feed. Just have a machine here at the base. So let's do that. And assembler. Okay. Here. I don't know, let's move him down here. He's kind of for production. We'll stick him right here next to the manufacturer. And let's see, did I do that right? Yeah, well, we'll need all of that little production line for it, so we'll get this first. Okay, so we'll get this. Okay, so that's coal and sulfur. Black powder out. And that is steel pipe. Okay, and that. So that's that into another one. Yeah, we'll just have that feed straight into that. And then we'll just put another box back here for pipe. It'll go there. So we got coal, sulfur, and steel pipe. And that makes us... Did we ever solve our copper sheets? Yeah, I think I did out there, didn't I? Yeah. So this, and then eventually move, but rob it. All it's got to do is that, and collect the actual novelists. And we will, doesn't necessarily need to be overclocked, but we want to do that. Yeah, because it's overclocking, it doesn't do anything, it just makes it faster. Oh no, it does. Well, it makes 50 per minute. Otherwise, it's, yeah, we don't, I mean, as long as it builds up, that's all I care about. Go click, 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 and grab 200 or 300. That's all I need. Then, yeah, that'll gather that and that. Get that one's power too. That. Okay, and yeah, let's just throw down on some coal and sulfur. Bring that back. And we've got the pipe. That's ready to, yeah, we'll do this. Here, should have just typed it in with a faster. Chuck that in there. And let's go grab some. Oh, we got coal and sulfur right here. Won't have to go anywhere. I got time for that. Whack, 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 whack. Stupid anyway. Alright. And just go bam, bam, bam. And our coal's right here. Yeah, this one's still exposed to the weather enough. And that should be plenty. Okay, yeah, we have one left. Always little side quests in this game. I love it. Mm. That's my cue. Grab us a few stacks here. That way we're well laden with obelisks at the end of this little task. So I think when I just look, we've only got only 151 left. So only 3 stacks plus 1. So make some quick. Didn't want to run out and go, alright. And we'll run over to that pad over by the steel factory, the steel plant, and give some of them things to do with some rods. I think there should be rods over there. Oh, look. Been a minute since I've been over there and looked. Six stacks should be good now. Yeah, just leave those there. Make more miners. We have workbench out here. Let's see, I guess I'll put one right here. Put one over here at the awesome sink. Let's see, we needed what? I don't remember why I did this. Oh, I don't need this. I need a phone workshop. Turn full widget. Something of those right here. What's it bouncing? Always bouncing. Yeah, it needs one of these. These little squirts. Make us a stack of them. I can't believe I haven't ran out of rods yet. As many handrails and stuff as I've been doing, and well, other things that take rods to make. I just can't believe I haven't ran out. It's just that big box there. Alright, so we've got some of those again. Yeah, and then this goes in here. Oh, we need to go grab another stack of that. That starts its process. That's making 30. I didn't even look. It's making 30. Excuse me. Yeah, that's only asking for 20, so that will suffice. Grab some more sluffer. Hey guys. There. Yeah. Already chooched up making obelisks. Oh yeah. Let's go. Cool. Alright, and then rods was our next side quest. Take a look at my rod. Where it's at. If there is anything over here. Something back in here? Okay. What are you little guys doing here? Spitting out rods going this way, making frames. Okay. You've been my trusty little frame guys for a long time. Now we're gonna have that making frames instead of this pad. Got like what, 4 or 5 machines here making frames, and the 4 versatile frames that'll all get changed later, and more space elevator parts. I mean, we're just about to get that going, so, and it will be dimensionalized at the base. So do I dare say pick and choose through this, but another teardown project? This edge of this got to tear down anyway, because the train's gonna come. You can see it started over there. It's coming this way too, and we're gonna need room for a station right in here. So we'll have to change how our beams are getting to that. Oh, see here? This is train. This was train elevation, but now it's going to be. It fell right to it, just exactly like right in here. Shoosh, shoosh, shoosh. And then on back out into the rest of the city. Then through here. Connect back in. I'll probably. Will that elevation make it here? Oh my god. Yeah. And then we'll make a main drag coming down through here past all of these miners. And that would probably intersect with right here at the end of this, because this is built on grid. That's, I know, quite the sight line for future, but that's what it looks like to me. I mean, we're in this tile here. Excuse me, space elevator. As we come around this way, we'll have more. Yeah, we'll have main drag through here, and this could probably be an intersection here, because we're going to go that way and up that hill and that way. So we're still planed in on our elevation. We haven't changed that yet, so. Or did I? I might have back there at finish line. No. No, I'm still on plane. And this comes back around here. I mean, literally right there. I mean, can we story pole that or stick it just to see? Because, man. Oh, it does. Dives just barely. Gosh darn it. Well, at that point, I mean, we've already got this is established. This isn't changing ever. Well, can't say that, but for now, this has to have some sort of spine feeding that building. So if we went here, I mean, that just looks natural coming under that. So if that stays like that, yeah, I mean, does it still favor this hill here? That would be awesome if it does. Oh, it does. Wow, okay. So we have really, and then that's the same, I'm still, believe, is that the 1 meter off of this? No, that's like 2 meters, or 3. That's 3 meters. No, that's 2 meters down to the top. Which, that, really in the grand scheme of things, can change to what we've already established here. Let's not forget that point. And that would be even better for the whole of everything. Because if that's, yeah, do this. We just keep this elevation, then I think, what did I say, this was above, just above that? Yeah. So that would change this only slightly through here, this layer. So then, yeah, at that point, it could, if it needs to, well, yeah, let's see. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, see that at that point, we are looking at going under here. Otherwise, all of this would have to raise. Man. Which is doable, I mean, not impossible, but let's see how that works. But that's subject to change. That is no longer train elevation, that is no longer relevant. Yeah. Change that a little bit. Be fine. This buffer box doesn't really need to even be there now. And that coal could run down all the way underneath this. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that coal could just Tear that off right there. Hook it back onto that. Drop it down into this. Go right around this corner here. And then come out. Kind of like to keep that like that though. That's clean looking. Kind of buried out like that. So we'll keep that belt. But we'll move this and this. This won't need to be here anymore. Goes away. And that just goes away. Oops. Okay, and then at that point, yeah, we can just take this. Put back onto that. And down. Yeah, get hooked on. Cool. Go in like that. Let's go ahead and patch this up while we're right here. Kind of off, isn't it? Right there. Oh. Okay, just for looks. And then, yeah, we'll keep that. We'll just run around like this. And just, okay. Cool. And that keeps that all the same and looking neat along the river. And let's see. This, the iron ore that feeds. Okay. So at that point, we can look into coming up right there. Yeah, we could daylight right there and just follow the same path here. Not the same path, but, well, I don't want to tear that up because if this ever gets torn up right here, I won't have that circle. So we will, it's going to be buried, so where we're going to. Yeah, we probably wouldn't any. I mean, this is. We take out this one. That will allow us to get inside. Woo! A little hidey hole in here. Oh, look at that. Remnants from the past. Oh, I can't get out. Yeah, if we just do that one, then we can get our lift in here. Because if we take this, and we get rid of that, doing this. As long as we can get a lift up here. So, and back in there. Yeah, that's what we want to do. And then this, as long as it's inside here, it doesn't matter. There we go. Dropping down a couple. Got it about there. And then we'll bring it back across. Instead of going where it is now, it two, and then just drop back down and turn out. Think about that, I could have left my little wall there. And then this guy straight that way. What's that? Yeah, that did hook up. Those just sometimes just don't set right. Weird. Go there. Okay, and that's that. Yeah, and then this. Whole line, this whole box, which never really even needed, but did that early on, setting it up. Everything hopping across that. Ooh, that brings power across. Is that from here? Yeah, I think it's all gridded across from here. Gotta watch what we unhook. How does our stepper pole get across to that? Daisy chains through the machines. Alright, we'll fix it. Bring it back along the perimeter and tie it back in. Right now, matter of fact. This has to change later, we'll change it too. But for now, it's a pass through. Kind of cut across here and get that way on the pad. I see another pole over there. There. On that line. There. And is this awesome? Yeah, awesome thing. All this gonna disappear. That's disappearing. that'll eventually get moved. So how's about we move it now, just out the way somewhere. What have we acquired so much of? A lot of concrete on me right now. Rod, that's cute. Throw my wad away. Throw my rod away. Yes, we have small stacks of that crystal oscillator. Just all kinds of crap. But yeah, let's keep on here. That box frames. Let's just put it we'll put it over here in the stack. So store up some crap of our own here. Grabbing the frames, that off of there. That. Yeah, we'll store them up over here in a box. Put the rest of the temporary wall of boxes with a depot on the lid. I have an empty one here already. Got one here not really doing anything. Those rods. Let's see, let's do this. Right in there. Those rods, those screws, trash. And the rods in here. That one doesn't matter. That can just stay like that. That one's empty. Oh, that one's already empty. Yeah, or whatever that one was. I'm gonna shove them right in there then. Those in there. Here, 2 stacks of frames. Isn't really the best, so let's see over here. What else? Store those up. Those. Yeah, let's get rid of some of this quick wire. Don't need two 500 stacks of it on me. Or that. Build so much out of the depot anyway that keeping the extra space is always nice. Need that. Do that too. Yeah, free up some space. So that's got our frames back over here now. Okay. What was that project for? That was just a want to and hope case. So we were all this stuff. So that's down and in now. I don't like the way that looks. Not going into the bucket like that. And that one too. Got deleted at some point. Oh, because it was hooked onto that. Like that. And those beams coming back across that go over there. They need to do this trick down in here too. So yeah, it's just right here. And that all the way from that, so we've got one lane right there. Or is that one not slammed over all the way? Not quite, is it? Oh, I know why. We can reverse the process here though. Let's do this. Bring that back into there. And then, no, that needs to move. It's there. Let's see, we got 1, 2. Why not just do this? Instead of being a idiot about it. You know you've got 3 to go through there. So. We've got these. Just saying. Because one's coming, 2's coming, and 1's going. So now it would turn into this one. That one right there is steel going that way. So that, yeah, it needs to be that way. Is it right there? Looks like it. Looks really close to me. Nope. He's not. At that point, this is on this plane right here. Stop guessing with it. That. And that. That. Okay. Bug, you need to go away. See, that's steel. Autosave incoming. Let's see. Get this to where we can see and hear again. So if we do this, up to the back of that this time. Right here. There. As long as that connects, care about. One of these again. It's down here. Into the void. Okay, and that just comes down here. Where did the world go? There it is. So we've got the steel coming down here. Sure does feed. Okay. And then we're heading for damn thing, but popping around as much. That's there. And bring this down to here. And that should have that all hooked back up now. And if we have to move that in, we will, but kind of like the way this is set up. Keeps it over out of the way. Alright, so that's hooked back up to the tower now. What's up, little buddy? You'll go soon too. You'll get a train. So then hitch the coal and just, yeah, just go back down with it. There, I think. Make that work. Maybe, or not. So we'll want to back that thing up a little bit. That's a 2-meter layer there. Oh, that's just that. Use it as a reference though. Yeah, because we want to scoot this back. Well, let's say that we couldn't just move it over. Get rid of this damn thing here. It is literally right in the way. But yeah, we can blast that straight down in there. By that point, make it easy. Get all these stupid little offsets, weird crap. Yeah, at that point, that can just be just like that too. Set the level that it needed to be. Oop. That back up. Go straight mode. 1, 2, 3, straight mode. Yeah, that's way cleaner. And the other one, it's pretty comfy right where it's at. It's not bothering nobody. Can it make its turn here? Nice and clean. Okay, good. So that's our iron line. Back inside. That needs to hook to that. Hole going back in. And then this comes around here. This is our iron going back up that chute there. Park it right there. And then it just goes straight up to this one. See it reappear. Yay! What did these, I must have produced or consumed a little bit. Okay, let's get that and that. Then at that point, this whole contraption can come off. Oh, except power. Let's see. That's obviously the main power in. Oh, and we were working on that, weren't we? So if we can get power right along this sidewalk here, we're literally right above it there. Get set it there like that. I think one line to here, not clip. I don't know. Which? Oh yeah, let's see. And at that point, let's go like this then. These guys back how they were. That. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just zip all that back closed there with these. To there. There. Close that up. All the logistics going back through there now. Cover that up. Okay, I'll just call that sure. If you want to judge, you can judge. If not, whatever. Looks fine to me, I think. So that's that. That comes out there. Doesn't really have any support there much though, does it? So let's just do this. Oh yeah, get in there. Make that look like it has somewhere to be. And we'll be the guy, and we'll do this. Yeah. That. Yeah, aesthetically pleasing again. Okay. Power. So it'll kind of need to stay up high. But this, yeah, this is what I was doing. Take this, doing like that. I'll put it down here. Like so. Nice and tucked. And then we will come to the wall. And this can come here. Let's see, let's set the pole first. Let's see where it needs to go. There. Okay, and then from there we can do step off pole that way. That is inside of that grid line. There. We normally do. And double check. Oh, any room. Okay. This is box. Bye bye. And oh, finish the power. The one we just set earlier was this one. So this platform serves no purpose anymore. We'll do the railings. So then that pole step over. Delete it on my. The railing here should probably stay there. For now, at least. Oh no, wait, why did I do that? That's the step for that. I just delete this. So that looks weird. Yeah, that's kind of what we got going on there. This serves no purpose anymore. Back together. At that point, you don't even really need a railing there. There's nobody walking there. Walking he. Yeah, if you are, I mean, you could be going across here, not there. Really, you wouldn't be using these either. At that point, might as well put a railing here. Keep them all out. And we don't need that one. Clean it up, hiding everywhere. Good. That has power. Should be straight from here. Let's add an intermediate pole just in case we need to hook up. Okay, so that's got power down and around, back and into that thing. So we can click this and make sure building still has power everywhere. It's good. Now we continue to put everything off here. Preparations for trains to come through. Or a train. Multiple trains? I don't know. Bye-bye. Nuts. Okay. It's ready for train, man. Oh, really? Oh yeah, we need a smoke break. Oh, sit up. I'm going to do a bio break, so we will be right back, folks. And this would just be a line going that way. But if we change our mind and we go main line out here over this and do a roundabout here, and have this, yeah, this will be a main line through here. That'll come into this area, and then it will connect over this way and on around as a main line. This will be a little siding that shoots off over into here, and it will gather up I mean, we could put that train station really close to this if we wanted to and decorate it in too. Yeah, the station could be become this point. We'd go to over here. This would just run through that maybe, and let's see, in and around that rock formation. Prune some trees. Because then at that point, then you just got to get back on the main line. It's going to be there. So that's all this does. Is just he comes in to let's see. We'll have to have two, because this is a drop off and a pickup. And this gets dimensionalized, so it'll have a splitter into this. Let's do this. Have one of these sit next to it. If it wants to. Be there. This can all change eventually. And that's output will be split. That. And that'll go out to a train box. Yeah, as soon as we get pipe here, we've already got plates in the house. No power. Oh. Oh, these guys on the wings. I forgot about that. I'm glad I paid attention. So we need to get power from this middle guy here. Okay. We need painted white too. Can't be in here without being painted white. Let's grab this. Grid is that on? Inside of that grid line. There. And those are all start filling up now. Glad I checked that. And then the other one too. Do them through the basement. Back to where that needs to be. Here. Oops. Oh, good. The other ones, oh, they go straight through the floor. That's right, so straight. So this one. Okay. That's on. Can't see. Just inside of that. Ah. Do it. That. Okay, there's that one. This one. No clue where that one's at. Not there. Move this way. Power all the way to the top. Where do we start running out of machines? Ah, right there. We're powered up there. Okay, should be good. Yeah. Okay, so that was that. And yeah, plan to have a train station through here. Pruning. Well, it's all probably gotta go, so just blow it to hell up. Yeah, man. So we would need to make provisions for 2 trains, though. And at that point, it becomes a structure that it needs to be big. Set this guy out here. That's where having the modular train stations, boy, you just put 2 side by side and they take up about this much space. You know what? I think I am. Yeah, I ain't, gosh, I just don't want to fight with them so bad. Train stations are just too big in this game. But like I said, I don't want to cause some calamity when mod breaks or does update. So yeah, we have to have enough for 2. They can be in line because if one's picking up the other one, if he's coming in, he can. There's enough siding rail underneath that, which is perfect. He can hold up. You can think about that. Yeah, I can put signals. I can put signals on the left-hand side of the track from here to keep them flipping and whatnot. See if it works. That's like that. Yeah, like that. Oop. Just look at that. And he can pull in here on this part in here. And so we'll have pretty much have the 1 train station there. We're gonna have to make it longer though, because we're gonna have 2 boxes and then 2 train stations. So that's 2, 4. We need 1 more. But might just no. That palm tree is on grid. It must be. That's funny. He's right on the snapping point. But I think you gotta go, bud. Try to keep that one if we can. So we'd have a station, and then that probably puts that box right in that, yeah. Do it like that though, we can get away with it. Puts my logistics on this side. Ugh. Let's see. Yeah, we're not backing it up any further than that. So then that's 2 more. That's another station and another box. Another station, another box. That way if we can. Really sucks. So I could move it over 1 or 2. Oh, I go straight through design, just, and then it's right back out into traffic. I think I like that. But I like having the box better on the other side. Let's just give it a go and see what it does. All we gotta do is just this. We add 2 out here. And take away 2. And that would just have an offset from there to there. See how to work that. There's plenty of room to hook up. Actually, excessive amounts of room to hook up. So we just do this and go back by 1. And at that point, We just do that and get it over with. Then we can go boop, boop, boop. And that puts us everything on this side. Let's see, we'll want a double row through here. We're going to be like this. Or nah. Don't normally like using them, but just looks a little bit better, I think. And that's our logistics in and out. Figure out offset. Those are where the free form, I just usually let it do that. And then I usually do this. In between sections like that, or we could do the big ones. Like that. Maybe something like that. And we could even replace that under there with 1 meter, yeah. Or it could just be, yeah, replace it with 1 meter, and then we'll leave these underneath it. This is normally where, yeah, go make your blueprint. This is normally where I would have the 1-lane desert blueprint, so let's use that. Or make that, rather. Get started on really building our trains back like it was. And I never got my bio break while ago, so we'll be right back again. Alright. We were going to well, let's just load up these and we'll modify them and rename them. Turn them into a single lane bridge for when we need that part. So center spine stays the same. Yeah, everything else gets torn off. Those. I should have made. Oh, I did. Good. Should have, but I did. So then, there, what you got left is just take this. Oops. Grab that. Okay. Go that far? Or did we do a half a bump? I think on this one we'll do a half a bump. Yeah, like that. Down 1.5. Looks better. Okay. Now then, it would get these. We're going to make this a little easier to work on for now. This is the one with the 3 legs. Remember that. Yep. Okay, so if it has a leg here, it goes back. Needle. Here. That one. That one. That. And that is Desert Train, 1 lane. Desert Train. Shit, great job. Stupid thing. One. Okay, I'm gonna modify this. Gosh. It's just been so hot. Slow that have it back down. Okay, and this turns into the dual leg. Oh, that was wrong. Yep. That. 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 Yep. 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 Single 2. And let's load blueprint on Desert Train 1. And I want to just rename that, both of this and the other one, and delete these two blueprints to Desert Train. We got dual 1. And load Desert Train 2. Rename it. Or I think, can you rename in, maybe, I'm not sure. This is Desert Train Dual 2. Save that. Come into here. And the ones that were just the Desert Train 1 and 2. Move those. And that way, what we've got left is single and dual 1 and single and dual 2. Can I move? Will that not move itself? Single 1, single 2, dual 1, dual 2. These things kind of organized here for a sec here. These were those other blueprints, and I'm not a fan. I think I will just I'm just gonna get rid of these. I don't like them at all. Keeping that one. Getting rid of all these that are here in white. I just don't like the design anymore. Two more there. Powerful, yeah, that's what we want. Now we've got a handle on stuff. So yeah, we've got our single 1 and single 2, dual 1, dual 2, and then we'll have all of our other stuff that if we make. Let's go ahead and clear that. Yeah, that should be all right. Now we can take those, click those onto hotbar for 1. So let's see. What were these? Yeah, we can use that bar. So that's our single 1 and our single 1 and our single 2, dual 1. our dual 1 and our dual 2. And train power pole where it usually lives. I don't remember. What were those? Oh, those were signage. It doesn't matter. It can be what, like power. What else would we need on there? Walls, probably, where we're decorating. Stuff goes on there. And I don't know, maybe a ramp. A 1 meter ramp. Just something to build that in. So that's going to be exactly 2 pieces through there. Yeah. So let's delete this, set a placeholder for that one. That. Will it better? Oh, I forgot we've got a little section of track on that. Got to remember that. Where I can aim at that thing. Out there. Got a path. Okay, that's good. It's all coming together. I'm going to rip that off. That'll be a sidewalk. So that's 1. Then we can go 2. Let's auto save. Print auto connect. Go. Oh yeah. Pop through there like that. And yeah, we'll figure out where the siding is going to come. Where this is all. The main will be through here. Or coming through here. We line that main up to be. It don't really matter. It can just be a main coming back into this main here from that direction. Other stuff can come into it from other directions. Don't really think we need that sight line anymore. We'll see if we can get that to work. Be a neat little feature there. Okay, that gets us out to there. So I'm thinking one of the lanes can be above this. That'll look kind of cool, I think. So that would put the peg on this lane here. That'd probably work. And we can use that as a thoroughfare and that as a thoroughfare. We can go swoosh, swoosh, swoosh. And if that's over that on plane, it'd be grand. Doesn't look like it is though. Nah, way not. Here's plane. That would be another nice one to have on that tile. Would be just one of these if we need it. And then, yeah, just for seeing sakes, let's see what is on plane back here and where we lose it. Right in here. Okay. So that can be just a little ramp up. And then be right back into drawing a line that goes through there. This can be a main through here. Comes around. So let's get a main drawn this way. Power right now going over there. Oh, let's see. For now, I think it can just kind of come off here and we'll just shoot it down that way. You oh, too far. Come to right there. And then you can hop quickly across the street so you don't get smacked. And we'll place that right there. Hey, little fella. And we'll just use that head and pole again for now. That's temporary, so. And that way we can get rid of this. And these. And that cleans up our whole lane here. And let's see, before we do that, we can use those snap onto. Or better make sure those are. Pretty sure I think this was on grid. Yeah. Okay. And then, is this the same level as that? No. No. Is this the same mini as that over there? No, it's not. It's okay. It's okay. We're not offended. So, that could literally change to this level, no problem. Looks like. Yep. Tear it all down, and I mean right now. That can drop down and plane if it needs to. Literally nothing that pole is kind of. I don't know why it's like that. Oh, to line up exactly with that one. I'll fix that right quick. That. That was headed to that one. There. Back to him. That one's back to that one. Give a shit if it's off that much. We need to quit being that anal about crap when it's just ugh. And then back from here to here for now. And then yeah, I can just go like this. Yeah, better get rid of that all the way back up underneath there neither. That one I don't want to. Cut it off clean. Yep. Love it. Absolutely love it. Now, it has no choice but to be that level. Just do this. Always quicker. Yep. Unless you're in blueprint mode. Do that. That way the new stuff can just come right in and lop that off. Oh. Yep. Actually wanting to use that to snap to. But no, because it's a different level. Is it? Okay. So from there, at that point, we'll just go. Well, let's see. Let's just draw a plane out here. There. Start hacking it up. So I think can't go with that one. It'll hit. Having this one as the edge of the what's it gonna look like? Of the track when it comes through there. Yeah, see, that looked pretty cool. I think right along the current edge of the building here, we can maybe do some more in here, make it look a little different, but put the track right through there. Yeah, that's cool. It gives us plenty of room to have our junction and intersection here. And it's going to need to go in here again. So at that point we could try to make this, does this need to be a roundabout? Or yeah, because this guy, he needs to run just like he was, so we'll have a roundabout here so he can go that way onto a track, and then he'll come back to a junction here at a roundabout, and he'll roundabout and come back onto this lane and go over there. Yeah, just like we had it before. Well, the layout anyway. type of layout. So then at that point, yeah, I want that to be right there. And I don't think at this point does it really matter where I click that at. Might want to click it back here because this is going to be the junction. I also need to make my roundabout blueprint too. I forgot about that. It's just a small. Usually make the big roundabout bigger. Because we know this is all going to be round and an intersection in here. Let's just practice here. Actually, let's rearrange those blueprints. So, the dual one. That's my main one. And then the dual 2. And then we'll do the single 1 and the single 2. Like that. I don't use singles much. Use the duals a lot more. Lots to the more. There we go. Lizard Doggo, I see you down there. You're cruising for a bruising, dude. Coming into the wrong part of town. Yeah, man, we can just do this. Oh, I need to make my train decoration too, my lights. And then once that's there, depending on where that is, that might get chopped off a little bit to make this intersection. Yeah, as long as we're keeping this stuff on grid now and kind of starting with, we'll have a really good time. So that becomes that. And this can turn into a junction. And really at that point, I've got one more slot here. Let's yeah, make that. Oops. Is train track. Let's see, well, let's just start off. We need to make our roundabout and determine how big. Well, this formula before is like 7, I think. Okay. So my mind's eye is still pretty close. And then that's 7. That part. Okay, so right there. All right. So we're making a roundabout. We're doing these, and like I said, 7. So that's 1, 5, 6, 7. So it's this tile here. Boop. And that's 1, 2, 3 and a half. That's 3.5. That's center. There. 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 And there. There. And that's our start of our first roundabout in the game again. Yay! Woohoo! No break! Celebratory smoke break. So, and we can make that an any-outie. This can be... let's see. We'll see how this can work here. It'll need to come from here and go around and come out and go that way. Boom. Three. So it'd have to get to about there. And then yeah, it should be able to make that. Let's see here. We chop into that right there on that 45. That. Like that. It actually makes that turn. So he can then use the roundabout, get in and out onto his, because his loop needs to, well, be picking up here also, but he's dropping off that pipe over there. And then he'll also need to come around here, and we're going to have that pipe box come over here too. So then he'll come from that station. Let's have him do that. He'll come. Well, shoot, then at that point, we could turn those stations around and he would be exiting out that way. And he could go down over there, because we'll have a roundabout over there off the main line. He can roundabout down there. Come back. If we do that as the exit, then if he comes back through the intersection, around here, through this intersection and into this station, he'll then pick up here. He'll then come out of here, and we'll build out and around this way. That's the best. Let's see. Probably for now build it back into this, because we'll need infrastructure over here too. So he's going there, coming around, going out and pulling in here and picking up, pulling back out. He could come out through here, and then that could go just back over this way, because there'll be a station right in here. It's kind of close. Well, we can move that station down here, actually, which it will be. Get him out of the way of the roundabout traffic, because we took off this way. Oops. That would catch up there. I want that to be center. Also, let's lay out some rough stuff here and we'll get moving. Main intersections here, and then that'll work its way in. This looks a lot better than that other crap, I think. And then let's reconfirm if that is straight across. No. Yeah, it's not buried anywhere. Okay. But if this is a main, though, it's going to need to be over here, away from the station. Let's kind of lay that out. What will the station curtail over here? We want it to try to stay the same level as this. Wherever that is, I don't care with the rest of it. As long as it's up, out, up, dirt. And yeah, I'll do 2 more width there. This would get a train station. And let's see, really, we've got a notch here. Let's do this. Keep that dude over out of the way. Yeah, that'd be nice. Do this. Blow some of this shit up. Hopefully. Now we can take train station. Oh, we need. Oh no, we need what? This is 3 components here. Yeah, so he'll be No, it'll be the same thing we had before. It's just he'll be going whoosh to whoosh and figure out how to get those plates back over here, which that could just be he's carrying a double box, he's carrying quartz crystals and cable, so he's a twofer, so he's 6 long, he's down to here. And he's down into there. His offload ports are still clear though, he'll be there. And then I'd need another train stopping in here. I push this out. I think it just needs to come out. And is that plane in right on top of that I... Oh my gosh, it does. That's so sick. Plane does something like that. Push that on out. Get it tucked over here out of the way. Those down too if we need them to top them off. That gives us that. So then I can start laying this out here. And 1, 2. That's his stop. And the other guy, he can be... This lane can actually... I mean, this isn't going to be... This will actually move. What's happening here? That's working. That's working. Those, I don't know what blueprints those were supposed to be. I thought that was the... These, I thought would have been this one. This one? I don't know what they were before. Maybe a deleted one? Could have disappeared, I thought. That. Try that. That ain't gonna work with anything else here. Well, we can move the roundabout. Actually, just move. That would change this a little bit. It would then sweep out more. That could be a thing. Put the roundabout this next tile over. But then we got to consider, the sweep we build when we do that, though. So it may stay here, yeah. Yeah, let's just work with it. See what we get. How we doing? So yeah, that just totally throws that whole thing off, though. Well, if we plate that in, we can really redo everything. Yeah, not use this. And just make this like, I don't know, block. Just block that whole thing in, make it like street level or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. It was there a second ago. Hey, it's got the power line. Maybe that would kind of get in the way. Let's see. Actually, now it's super in the way. It's just down here. And yeah, this whole thing can just get over these. I hate to, but this shit's just in the way. Bombing run inbound. Oh, I hope that rock can go. Oh, we're at an obelisk. A good thing. Oh, you know what? I'll go grab these right now. Oh, I didn't mean to grab 50. Or grab 100. Need a stack. Clear off that side of that. Oh. No! Well, hopefully it'll get covered up with train tracks. It's in a lane, so it might. I hate them fucking rocks. Alright, well. Is what it is. So at that point, let's see, we can take this. Get that dude in here as tight as it will go. Still be feasible. We can go straight out. This is their own little rail yard here. But then we also need the ability to go by them stations too. We don't want to run through them. I think it's here. Do some experimenting. Little tail on that one. It's been a while since I made a train. And then that roundabout, it will come from square in this 45 here, there. This one goes to there. This one comes out of this 45 here. And that one. Those need to move. Keep that blueprint there. We'll just meld and blend it as we need it. And then this should also be, let's say that was that one back, that one full tile. Back here, do a couple of tabs. I'll just place tight to the roundabout to put our pass signals. And then that is straight from that to that. That is straight from that to that. Roundabout. Progress. Good. Let's see. Oh, I thought I placed that train station. Oh no, let's see. So that's that. And then that gives us, that affords us enough room. Now, if we center that, place that, that's a box for the reinforced iron plates to come over. And that as a pair of main lines, this has all got to come out too, so sorry palm trees. Good thing this ain't real close to that, boy, that'd be trouble. And I dare say all this is going to have to just get leveled. Yeah, man. That can just be piled in as we need it there, I guess. Because our blueprint ain't gonna do squat there, that's just new tiles. Let's do our minimum of 3. Till we get to there. Just outside the concussion blast. Okay. And then that we can bring. This is just going to be straight, really. I mean, for now. Cut it up as we need to put signals in it and stuff. Let's see, we shouldn't need any signals. Oh, well, doesn't matter right now. Just link some in here and get it hooked up. Well, actually, at that point, probably just be a piece from here to the back of that station. And then just bring this out where it looks okay. Let's see. Because they'll both be able to get off here. I don't want to do sweepers, so well, those still gotta be, those need tails off of them even still yet. To build from, to go from there to there. Now that gives that. And maybe there. So let's get these two established. Here. And then really one just needs to go to there. The other one needs to go to there. Just like that. But I don't like how tight that bend is, so that gets changed. Probably 2 tiles. And we'll test that and see if it looks right. That's a much better sweeper. Yeah, and then this pair will this guy here will bring him back even here. So that's just a pair of plugins from an even source. Go boop, and the other one goes boop. And that's that. So those two through the stations. main line. Not super close. Because, see, let's think about this. We're going to be path in, block out. Block signals will be here. And then, yeah, the next one can just be a block also. Because then that will confine this one. And this one, that block needs to be close for that pass signal that it's going to read off of. And then this one here, he'll come on down into this. Actually, we'll want to shorten his block so he'll clear. Once he clears the junction and into the station and slowing down, he can, that right there will eliminate any cloggage back here, and then he'll get into his station here. That. And then this will just be on out to another probably block signal here, on out. And then from there, oops, wrong button. We go this way. Right here. Saint-Pierre is right there. Just add, well, add 2 just for show. That maybe that's going to be our next junction there. We're going because we want that and that. So let's just leave that one off. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay, and then at that point, those peel off. And here again, that power pole's right in the way. I will fix you, power line. Let's bring that down to here for right now. There we go. Battle of the power line. Maybe that thing 3 times. So that, if we step back and rethink this, what we've got going on there again. If he comes off the main line here, is yeah, he'd need to get across this way. I'm gonna be less harsh on myself and allow tracks to lay over other tracks, because making off ramps and all that, oh my god, it can get a nightmare. If we start allowing that, then we need a 7x7 up here. So that's That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Center. Shoot, that's 7. 7 by 7. This 2 more here. Take that off. That off. Need this. The roundabout will be to here. Yeah, so fill this card in. I think I'll need that part too. Well, let's see. Let's rethink this, because that's a bad spot for that. We can offset that line, because that does go over that. Yeah. So we need access to that. I forgot about that too. That's, oh, because that's the center of that. It matters, still on grid though. Still on the grid this way, it can come in. But yeah, we need to reimagine that intersection being over further. Does that, oh, all of that elevation, wow, that holds through here too? Ooh, that's great news. Yeah. I mean, I did kind of plan that out, but I planned it out just through this little area right through here. This is nice. That way I can run trains through here now, and yeah. So yeah, let's get that intersection probably or this line here offset over to be, well, let's shoot that, well, let's see where it's at. It's this line right here. I want to be Oh, I mean, the crack will cover most of that up. I'd be fine with that. That way we wouldn't have to get all the way over that far a long ways. Offsets 2 from where it's at on the straight. Wait, let's... Okay, so that would be where the roundabout would have been. But if we move it over 1, well, not really 1, but moving it over to there, where that lane can clear that. So that would put that as being that lane. So it would be 2. Right here. Yeah, that'll probably change. And then that's our roundabout there. Let's get rid of this blueprint. And then that becomes, from there to there is our 7. Then we need 3 here. And that's center line of this. That's 3. And that's 3 out to there. No. 2. To there. And then we need 2 more rows here. That. And then 3 here. No, that's not right. This needs to be 4. This gets cut off here. Center. Yeah, that's it. And then that becomes our 2 tracks there. Roundabout. What did that do for our shot here, though? Actually improved it. So we'll have a train coming over right here. This will all get tore up over here and changed. One thing that'll probably go away. Let's do that now because I can see it. Reinvent this too. Let's see, that can just go wiggity swoop. to that little guy. There we go. So we'll fiddle with the way it needs to look here after a while and get to seeing what a train station fits like over here. It's pretty damn good right there. And then we can also, once we get this going, this will be a main thoroughfare through here too also, so it'll be just like that setup over there. It'll be able to accept traffic through here, but he'll stop in here and what is he stopping here for? Oh, the pipe. Huh, that pipe's going to there. Yeah, that's gonna be the game plan. But I think I'm going to probably call it there. I might work on it a little bit more, but we'll see. And we will catch you all in the next one.